12 games have just received their play scores on the Android. The play score is a standard rating that averages gamer and critic reviews. Opening our list is The Mummy: Dark Universe Stories. While the latest featureless remake of The Mummy was neither a critical nor a box office success, this movie tie-in seems to make a better job of introducing their strange and monstrous dark universe to the global stage. From the same hands that made the award-winning Oxenfree and Mr. Robot, Night School Studio is putting their own elegant twist to this episodic adventure. Picking right up after the events of the film, this might not be the best game for the spoiler-averse. Step into the shoes of protagonist Nick Morton as he goes on a globe-trotting journey to decode an ancient spellbook and lift an evil curse. Solve puzzles and uncover mysteries in vivid comic book style visuals, spread over 12 chapters, with even more coming in the following months. Unfortunately, navigating through the whole narrative might cost you. Operating under a ticket system, you'll only be receiving free tickets after every 6 or so hours. Although with its clever banter and stylish visuals, it still might be a worthy investment for some. It has a play score of 6.9. Number 11 is Asphalt Street Storm Racing. In their latest iteration of famous Asphalt racing series, they're taking their players to the streets with the adrenaline-pumping action of drag racing. Head to the streets and compete against the fastest and baddest cars in the history of this bloody sport. This time, they set the bar way higher with their upgraded dynamic weather systems, graphics, and content that will make any racing enthusiast's heart swell with joy. Race in the streets of the world's iconic landmarks, boosting past the lovely and futuristic sights of New York, Paris, and Hong Kong. Ready your pink slips to bet for the best cars, or take part in the fun and compete for the money and the juicy bragging points against up to 3 victory-hungry opponents. With their revamped dynamic weather system, competition is tougher than ever as you drive through rain, sleet, and snow. Get a hold of your grip or risk losing your crown. While they've definitely pumped up the volume on visuals, it seems Gameloft is losing touch with their player base, with its ridiculous progression system that forces players to consider their rather expensive in-app purchases. That, on top of the rather bland gameplay, gives it a play score of 7.24. Number 10 is Farming Simulator 18. The latest of 3 mobile iterations of their popular country life simulation, complete with a loud whirring of heavy agricultural tools and the sheer tranquility of planting crops and taking care of animals. It's a genre that's existed for years and is made even better with a simple touch of realism. Dive into the green landscapes and begin your journey using the over 50 farming vehicles and machines from the world's most trusted brands. From Challengers to Valtras, you name it. Along with their collection of farming tools is of course an array of crops and plants to harvest for the new year. Choose from beets, potatoes, wheat, canola, and for the first time in the series, sunflowers, for you to turn your boring old farm into a beacon of bright yellow hues. Settle into your preferred routine, gather your resources, and become the most efficient manufacturer in town with wool, milk, timber, and so much more. While it's not the most realistic game on the market, its upgraded 3D graphics brings you an even more detailed visual experience, taking you one step closer to your farm life dreams. It has a play score of 7.94. Number 9 is PES 2017 Pro Evolution Soccer. Going head-to-head against EA Sports FIFA Mobile is Konami's own Pro Evolution Soccer 2017. While FIFA's been winning the game on the console, it looks like PES has made a more convincing move to the mobile, scoring goals ahead of the competition with its fluid physics and smooth transitions. Using the same engine as their console counterparts, it definitely offers its players a better gaming experience. Head to the Premier League and revel in realistic ball control and satisfying passes using its responsive and precise touch interface. Compared to FIFA's rather clunky mechanics and controls, PES is a dream for mobile football fans. In terms of licenses, on the other hand, FIFA still has the upper hand, still lacking in their own acquired teams and badges. You might be forced to play some nobody team with a whole roster of nobody players, but with its overall polish and flair, it still takes the spot for the best mobile football experience. Begin your journey to the top with a play score of 8.05. Number 8 is Sup Multiplayer Racing. Drift past enemies and crush their dreams of victory in this fast-paced multiplayer racing game. One of the most striking aspects of this game is its vibrant colors and charming personalities that really seem to capture the energy of its high-speed tracks and gameplay. In this competitive arena, square off with up to 3 opponents from all around the world and decide who makes it to the finishing line. Crash into cars, push them off the edge, drift past your rivals, and take the cup. It even has a few emojis for you to flash as you drive by. As you go along rubbing salt on wounds, you'll soon realize that this race is not for the kind of heart. A street race at its core, learn to race dirty to get to the goal. Cement your place on the top spot with an array of awesome upgrades to suit your racing needs. Fun as it is, it has been reported to have a few bugs and glitches that might distract from the fun it offers. But other than that, it's still one hell of a ride. It has a play score of 8.06. Number 7 is Lode Runner 1. If you're one of the few special people on this earth that remembers Lode Runner from their childhood, then this game from Nexon Studios will be the best thing to happen to you this month. All the cool things from the classic modernized into one well-crafted game. We don't usually say this, but if there's one thing that really bothers us, it's the fact that the game is completely free. Created by the folks at Nexon, Lode Runner 1 has over 35 different levels, as well as an earned level creator, and absolutely zero in-app purchases to distract from the game. That is, aside from a link to the rights holder's classic game on the iOS, it's basically a giveaway, a gift, and a fitting tribute to the fans of the old puzzler. A new coat of paint, a cool multiplayer mode, and a splendid time waster, Nexon's gift to the world will take you right back to the arcade era. Challenge your brain, maneuver through their tricky stages, and compete against players from all around the world. While all is well and good, it currently doesn't offer an offline mode. It has a play score of 8.23. Number 6 is Jaipur, a card game of duels. Watch out, Hearthstone, a new card game is taking over the stage. One of the most popular tabletop games, Jaipur isn't your run-of-the-mill, slow-paced board game. Earning a recommendation from the German Game of the Year, you can be assured a fast and fun diversion that's perfect for a quick versus round. Trading card games may have been around for a while, but this will have you dealing in literal trading as you exchange goods with the market and ending up with the most points. Play as one of Jaipur's best traders, demonstrating your prowess to the Maharaja by competing against an equal rival. Earn the 2 seals of excellence and you just might find yourself in the king's court. While honest exchanges are necessary, you can steal the victory by dabbling in the realm of strategic movements. Measure your risks and count your luck as you take camels for transportation and sell goods to the people. It's a truly faithful adaptation of the award-winning original, complete with extensive campaign modes, achievements, helpful tutorials, and a local pass and play mode. It has a play score of 8.27. Number 5 is Chroma Squad. One of the quirkiest games this month, this 8-bit masterpiece by Saulo Camarote feels like an unexpected fusion between Power Rangers and Game Dev Tycoon. While the Brazilian studio had its share of copyright disputes with Saban when it first arrived on Kickstarter, that's all hopefully behind them. Since its debut, its remarkably arranged pixels has brought happiness to the tactical RPG fans across the globe. Play as a humble team of stunt actors who left their jobs to create their very own tokusatsu company. Your job is to establish your own TV studio. Behind the scenes, you're tasked with hiring actors into the show and assigning them with special powers and traits. Once the stage is set though, you'll have to battle the monsters for yourself. For your actors, another stage is just another day in the studio, with their performance in the battle set as measures for your show's ratings. Fight baddies with all you've got, create the best show, and gain fans across the nation. Despite its lush animations and enjoyable gameplay, Chroma Squad is unfortunately a very short game. Hopefully that'll change soon. It has a play score of 8.32. Number 4 is Arkanoid vs Space Invaders. While we're on the subject of weird game combinations, Square Enix comes in clutch with this throwback to 2 classic Japanese arcade icons, jumbled into one confusing but sensational new game. And the odd thing is, it totally works. Throw away the shooting part of Space Invaders, throw in a ball and a movable paddle, and you've got yourself a game worthy of Japan's biggest studios. As with the classic arcade game, shoot down waves after waves of aliens with your horizontal ship and hope they don't get you first. With all the newest hardware, the 2 games get a considerable revamp, packing some shinier stages, better graphics, and a whole new collection of upgrades and varieties. Play against all the different Space Invaders with their own special traits, and survive the frantic waves with upgrades to your trusty paddle ship. With no in-app purchases and a dazzling amount of content, reviewers didn't really have much to say in the way of criticism of the game. Sure, Square Enix might just be out for our nostalgia money, but with a game of this caliber, it's worth the fall. It has a play score of 8.4. Number 3 is Old Man's Journey. Weave through a moving tale of travel and memory as you step into the shoes of an old man who sets out on a grand adventure. If you like artful video games, then this just might be the game for you. But this game doesn't just succeed in terms of art, it delivers on all fronts, with an emotionally affecting story and an effective way to tell it. Navigate through the gorgeous maps and into the beautiful memories of one clever old man. Much like what the title suggests, you guide an old man as he traverses past an arrangement of mountains and hills to fulfill a quest that unveils itself throughout the game. Like an interactive Prussian tale, you will encounter events and uncover memories that will enlighten players about its varying mysteries. Like most games with a thoughtful and relaxing atmosphere, it has a tendency to become a little too slow for most. But in those moments, its eye-catching visuals gladly take the fall, distracting you long enough to forget the occasionally uncomfortable pace. Delightful and ultimately rewarding, Old Man's Journey receives a PlayScore of 8.48. Number 2 is Guns of Boom. What's in a name? Apparently not much when it comes to one of the shining gems of today's FPS generation. Despite its rather uninspired and nonsensical name, this Lithuania-based game manages to deliver a top-notch multiplayer arena for fans of frantic team shooters. It's been widely compared to GameLoft's very own Blitz Brigade, with its Team Fortress 2-like visuals and gameplay. But other than these very obvious similarities, GOB is a definitive mobile experience packed with intuitive shooting mechanics and a healthy player base, boasting over 5 million downloads since its May release. Jump into the fray and choose from its expansive roster of quirky and highly customizable characters and classes. Decimate your opponents in an all-new game mode called Capture the Points, which plays like a King of the Hill game. To make the game easier for mobile users, it has an auto-fire feature that lets you shoot at enemies in your crosshairs. But of course, that doesn't mean it's a walk in the park. Use your strategic wits to outsmart the competition, get undercover, or flank them from behind. It's a great game for casuals and veterans alike, and the best part is, it's all free. It has a PlayScore of 8.54. And the best play-scored Android game for June is Flipping Legends. This game from Noodle Cake Studios combines Minecraft-like voxels with the ease of vertical gameplay. And while it might not look like much compared to the other titles on this list, its easy to pick up and hard to master gameplay makes it an incredibly addicting purchase that you'll keep coming back to. Of course, when it comes to Noodle Cake Studios, the makers of Alto's Adventure, Bitcoin Billionaire, and a whole lot more of mobile's classic hits, could you really expect any less? Flipping Legend is, much like a whole slew of games on the market right now, an endless runner game with some action elements. But unlike the others, Flipping Legend boasts a well-implemented RPG upgrade system, as well as an unconventional movement style that definitely adds to the fun. Zigzag and jump back through its treacherous trails like a deadly combination of chess and cha-cha. Sure, it's weird, but it makes so much sense once you get the feel of it. Navigate through the map as ninja, mage, or ranger, and more, and kill the enemies in your way with a barrage of powerful kicks, spells, and attacks. Gain experience, collect coins, and become the legendary pixel hero you were destined to become. It has a PlayScore of 8.73. You may get these games right now by clicking the links below.